think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group for Stephen Silas to start the second half. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Grant the pass to Sharp. Back to Grant. And here's Sharp. Simon's on the wing. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Porter against Simon. Porter kicks to Gordon. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. 17-point lead, their biggest. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside. And he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
And he knocks down the first one.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The 4th most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals, in my mind, was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And, of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
Grant the pass to Nurkic. Goes to the reverse layup and hangs it in. Nurkic has got 16.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Green dishes to Smith. In the corner, Şengün with it. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Alperen Şengün taking 3 shots.
No good on that one. And he can't hit the second. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
To the middle, it's stolen by Smith. The dish now to Porter. On the wing, Gordon. Portland grabs the miss. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. Over to the left wing. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Right side, Gordon. Here's the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
3 points.
Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
Gordon so good at sizing up the defense quickly and then burning them off the catch and shoot.
Pass to Sharp. It's Hart on the wing. Here's Nurkic. Rebound by Smith. Rockets trail by 18. Dishes it to Green. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Houston.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Porter against Simon. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Smith kicks to Şengün. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 8.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Simons, the pass to Sharp. Back to Simons. The pass to Sharp. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A nice shot by Simons.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Time to get loud for
Let's take a look here at the numbers
yours.
for Porter. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 15 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's an incredible athlete. You can just see that, using his vertical and his reach on the defensive end. Outstanding block.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94. I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
And that one misses. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. His team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story.
And they closed out the season in the top half in terms of second chance points. I'm sure they'd like to be a little higher, but at least it wasn't a weakness.
And of all the things they did well last season, their defense stands out. Those steal numbers you brought up speak to the effort they put into their defense. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Smith, and it's Matthews in for Kevin Porter. Now, here's Simons. He's guarded closely. Grant in the post. Tate covering. Here's Nurkic. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries. Here's Nix. 6 points for him. Passes to Tate. That one misses. Some solid defense from Grant. Trailblazers leading by 18. Simons kicks to Hart. Grant outside. From the arc. Second chance effort. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic.
Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Tate, a screen on Simon. Pass to Tate. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Simon from outside. The shot will not fall. And Houston the other way now.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Here's Nix, covered by Simons. And Tate gets it to go.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Simons from outside. They get it back. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Outside for Martin. Moves back up. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Looking to get back on track here. No good from Grant. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Rockets to the paint. And Tate throws it down.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
2 minutes remaining.
Three-pointer, Simons drills the three-pointer. Simons has got 23.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
1:46 left to play in the third. Here's Nix, covered by Simons. And it's Nix missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Grant, that's good.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Here's Nix, covered by Simons. And it's Nix missing.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Now, here's Simons. 23 points in the game. It's Hart on the wing. Grant the pass to Simons. Nurkic trying to get open, and the Trailblazers another three.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Houston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Nix, covered by Simons. Another miss by Houston. And Portland with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. Martin from outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall.
I like watching Grant work hard on the defensive end. He puts great effort into that end of the floor. He's good at pestering whoever he happens to be on, and his long reach helps him do that.
And so it's Portland rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this.